It's time for the Dr. Tongie Show.
Hey, you're on the air with Dr. Tongie. Talk to me.
As soon as I hear your voice, Dr. Tongie, my day is better.
Hey, Dr. Tongie. I took your advice and made some changes in my life. And you know what? I've been winning ever since. Thank you for your advice.
Now, here's Dr. Tongie.
Hey, welcome to the show that was founded on Kingdom Principles, a show that was designed to take you from where you are to where you want to be, a show that kind of captivates the people that we bring on to explain to you how to live the life that you really want to live, the life that you're destined to live. And at the 30 past the hour, we have a guest to come on to tell you how he or she got there. And of course, we have our lady, none other than Miss Jeannie Jones, Kitty of the City.
Meow. Time for the Dr. Tongie Show. Hey. Another loaded and exciting show. Not only you have an incredible artist coming up, like you mentioned, how did he get here and everything he had to go through to arrive here physically, but also a woman who is taking her craft to elevate others and live within the principles they were designed to do, which you always represent and talk about, Dr. Tongie, including the principle you're talking about today.
I know, right? That principle is the responsibilities of freedom. All right. Everybody's getting ready tomorrow to celebrate with their families, good food and fun and just kind of hanging out and not thinking about anything. But with that particular kind of freedom, there comes a responsibility. I want you to think about the word responsibility, the word freedom. Freedom is a state or an act of having a duty to deal with something or simply to be accountable. Now, you're going to be accountable for what you do when you think of the word freedom. 4 quick points that I want you to remember as you're celebrating tomorrow with your friends and family. 1, you have a responsibility of not being idle. Work, become what you were created to be. 2, you have a responsibility not to be a tattler. Now, that word tattler, that's when someone tells you something in secret and you kind of take it upon yourself to go out and tell someone else. If you're doing it, stop it and stop it now. Number 3, you have a responsibility to not be a busybody. Now, we're keeping in context of your freedom, but these are things that with freedom comes responsibility. The responsibility of not being a busybody is one who meddles in the affairs of others, unless you're asked. And my favorite, number 4, you have a responsibility to not speak about things that you ought not to speak about. Simply, there's an old adage that my mama taught me when I was a little girl. And if you've been listening to the show, you know my mom calls me Pootie. She said, Pootie, if you do not have anything good to say, shut your mouth. I taught that to my children, and now they're teaching it to their children. But I want to add a little something before our caller calls in. I want you to remember this. If you do not have anything good, anything kind, anything reassuring, anything comforting, anything loving, anything encouraging to say, I want you to think about how truly blessed or how truly fortunate you are. And then I want you in that instant to just shut your mouth. Remember, freedom has responsibilities. We play a role in that. Let's be kind to one another and just kind of take into advisement that we really can change the course in a day of a person's life. We can. And we can do that one or two ways. We can do that with love, or we can do that with not being as kind as we should be. freedom and responsibilities, Jeannie. We really have a lot of responsibility with freedom.
We do. We do on a daily basis.
On
so
a daily basis.
it's good to know that
Absolutely.
this is some greatness.
She's doing
Some
it. She has a
good
work
stuff.
cut out for
Good
her.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she does.
Oh yeah. That's what I was saying. What are your plans?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Wow. This gentleman here.
And I was looking at him in all of his glory.
Oh my
Ladies, if you can
gosh.
see,
Oh.
yeah, we said, went outside. I was like, now he's a cutie on duty. Okay. It's a nice seat at Dr. Tongie show.
I know, right?
And we were talking about going through challenges and figuring out what you need. As a recording artist who stepped out on faith from everything you knew at home in Louisiana to come to Los Angeles, as a lot of us do from our home. Pom Pom, can you talk about, for anybody who hasn't followed you, hasn't heard your music, take us from the beginning, why you decided music was a platform for you and how it's helped you get to where you are?
Okay, well, I started off making music in middle school.
Aww.
In middle school, my mama passed away, and I think that's what dragged me to music. Like I just write music all the time, just write real music. I mean, about my life.
Right.
That's all, And my mom used to always jam like Tupac or something. So
Really?
I mean, he was a storyteller.
Yeah.
So
He was a great storyteller.
yeah, so I mean, that's how I got to music, and I don't know, I just always like write about my life, like what I'm going through. That's what helped me. Like, and
So
when
it's
I don't-
therapeutic for you
Absolutely.
too.
when I don't write, then I start stressing, like, oh, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do, and then it's like God keep on telling me, just, what I'm saying, write, and then when I write, it's like, dang, and then it's just, I'm gonna calm down a little bit.
No, you don't have to.
Absolutely. It's such an honor to have you here and to be able to touch someone who is living, out loud. You discussed at some point about depression, if you don't mind me bringing that up. That's a taboo. You know that, right? In our community, we do not talk about depression and what have you. When did you know, oh my God, perhaps I'm really depressed here? What is going on? What was it? What were the surrounding circumstances that you knew there's something going on? I need to get out of this.
Well, like I said, when my mama passed away,
Yes.
like I was going through like all kind of stuff, and then looking at my daddy, he was on drugs and stuff, so I thought that was the way, what I'm saying, to go, because that's all I knew was the streets, and I was on like PCP, coke.
This is all in
Milk.
middle school?
No, as I got older.
As you got older,
As I
okay.
got older, I
Okay.
was like I didn't have a good role model. Basically, I didn't have a good role model, so I fell to the streets, started selling crack, and in and out of jail. Like my daddy got to the point where they saw my daddy across the hall from me, and then like everybody like in jail, like, dang, Dad, you really following your daddy's footsteps? And I'll just write down, just keep writing my music, and just keep writing my music. Then I like got out and trying to help him, you know what I'm saying, help my little brothers. I got brothers scattered all over, like in foster care. And then I got one mixed little brother with a white woman that I never saw since he was a baby. Yeah. So I'm.
So
still,
do you
like,
know where
talking.
he is now?
I think Alexander.
Alexandra,
Yeah,
is that
Alexandra.
Louisiana or Virginia?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
You're not
Okay,
sure.
okay,
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I mean, I talk to him on Instagram.
Okay.
Like, he keep
Okay.
up with me on Instagram,
Okay.
and I mean,
Yeah.
depression. It really like that's what ran me. Ran me away. I noticed like I had to get away to do something better for myself because
Okay.
I kept trying to like help my dad and help
For sure.
my brothers and stuff, and then I had to help myself.
Absolutely. That's
So
where
I
was
jumped.
going.
I took a jump and
Wow.
I went back to Louisiana because I was like, oh no, I can go back because I moved to California, but then I left and went back. I was like, no, this is not for me. I went back,
Okay.
started messing up again, back in jail. Then I moved back again, and then I was like, that's it. Because it seemed like every time I go back,
Mm-hmm.
I just wind up falling back because I need to, like you said, put yourself around people
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that can
Absolutely.
better, so you can better yourself. So
Absolutely.
put myself
Came back
around.
again like I got it this time.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's awesome, man. I'm so glad Pom Pom is bringing this up because a lot of times, not only with artists in the industry, but as men, it's constantly bombarded to be strong, don't show your emotion, how you feel, but you're only human and you end up crippling yourself. But I love that you brought that up. I think about Taraji B. Henson, Meek Mill, and so many other artists have come forward with mental health platforms now that we are starting to talk about it. So I champion you, and I think that I don't know, it's a huge example of strength, and it also shows in disparity and pain how we can take our art and just soar, and that was your way out. So coming out here, why Los Angeles for you?
Well, I met my girl on
meow.
Facebook. Yeah,
No, I
she added me on-
understand. That's all I needed to hear. But now, okay, I can ask you another question now. I'm just saying, I know. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
She
Go
added
ahead.
me on Facebook, and I didn't accept the friend request until a year later.
No way.
Yeah, because I thought it was like.
How you gonna make her
I
wait?
know, right?
That's messed up. That's messed up, Pom.
I didn't
You play
know.
hard to get.
I mean, I didn't know. There's so many friend requests. I always got like a lot of friend requests. So I added her, and then like we just kept talking and kept talking. I was about to go to barber school because I know how to cut hair, so I was gonna go to barber school. I was actually in Washington, in
DC?
Tacoma, Washington, like by
Oh,
Seattle.
in the state of okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, so I was out there and I was doing my music or whatever.
Yeah.
But she didn't know or whatever that I did music or whatever. And so she was like, "Oh, that's what you really want to do is barber school?" I said, "Well, I like music." She's like, "Oh, okay, And she do music too. Like that's what she messed with. She messed with music. So she was like, "Oh, so you should take that jump." And I was like, "Well, it ain't promised, But then she's like, "You still young, you know what I'm saying? Just try it out."
But on faith, I
So
like
I
that.
said, so I was like,
Absolutely.
I actually had my
Absolutely.
grant to go to school and everything, to go barber school. And I was like, you know what? That's what I really love. So I'm gonna just go ahead on and jump. And now I never stop. Yeah, I never stop. I'm glad she actually pushed me, you know what I'm saying, and believed in me, and because now I'm.
And so
definitely,
she's a Cali girl. She's a native.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
what's up.
And I actually she made me develop my sound, and I don't
Look.
copy nobody else. Like I feel like I got my own swag, my own. It's just
Absolutely
me.
you
You know what I
do.
mean? I talk about what I want to talk about. I don't
Right,
do
right.
whatever. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what relationships are supposed to do. Make each other better all the time. Like how do we challenge and support everything else?
Yeah, I'm very grateful and thankful that.
I
God
bet
put it in
you
my
are.
life.
I bet you are, Pom Pom. And what's your lady's name?
Catherine.
Look, Catherine. Catherine the kitty cat. Yes, Miss Catherine. Meow. Those are my type of girls. I'm just saying, I like that. That's what's up. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Aw.
I'm working on my album right now.
Okay,
Like
and-
I got my songs done.
How many
My
songs?
Done, 12 songs.
12
That's a
songs. And
real
what's the
album.
title of your album?
Life of Livings.
Life of Living.
Yeah, Life of Livings. Livings is my last name. L-E-V-I.
Oh,
Life of
okay. Life of Livings.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Play
It's
on
really
your name.
it's about my life, where I come from, and I got a little 80s too, like a little 80s song, little something everybody can.
I
vibe
can't wait to
to.
get a little feel good.
Yeah, I got a little mix to
I tell you
everything.
what, can you give me just a little bit of lyrical flow from any of your songs, like just a couple of bars?
Okay. Let's see.
Just go. I'm gonna close my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Grandmother must have saw a sign, can't get me out the house just in time. Honey cookie stuffed in the teddy bear. Daddy must have been lose his mind. She was just in time in the dope kick. Daddy went to jail. I was so sick. Pain in my eye, you can't know this. Got to drive straight. Got to focus. Trying to overload a bag. Heard my daddy doing bad. Got my brother stressed out. Walking down the street fighting all mad. Cold water some winter times. Cold food some dinner times. Thank you, God. I'ma finish mine. Tell my haters meet me at the finish line.
That's what's up. And that's testimony. Amen.
Wow.
Real talk. But I
Oh my
mean, and I just felt that. And at that particular moment, I and this is not to compare you, but I'm spiritually connected to Nipsey and what his testimony spoke, and that's what I just felt from you because it was truth. So
Right.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Wow, Pom Pom. To see you now, okay, and I'm only picturing how you were. What changes have occurred to get you at this place? Because you're solid. What changes? I know you changed location, but what else changed internally?
I mean, I'm still like changing as I'm still
Yeah,
changing. Like
yeah.
I'm shy, whatever. I think that's one thing that I need to keep working on too, being shy. But
You like that on stage, or you turn to a performance animal?
now I'm getting more comfortable.
Good.
I'm getting more
Okay.
comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
I think like when I just did the little BET experience thing, like I actually killed it. Like at the
See?
Grammy Museum,
Yeah.
I killed it. I
You
like.
So
did.
you just performed there.
I love
That's
it.
good.
I love it. And you're
Yeah.
very confident in yourself, and that's good.
Oh, you
And
think
that's not
so?
arrogant. That's confidence.
Thank you.
And a lot of times our culture gets that confused.
Yeah.
Stay the way you are, keep growing,
Mhm.
okay?
Mhm.
But that confidence, you exude it. When you walk through the room, I knew that you were a man of substance.
Thank you,
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
and thank you for having me on the show
Oh,
too.
honey, when we got the call that you were someone that we needed to have, as Jeannie would say, the Dr. Tongie Lounge, I knew then that, you know what, you remind me of my son. And that's why I'm staring at you with smiles. It's not, I'm not crazy over
Oh,
here.
no.
I'm just looking at you because you remind me so much of him. And the fact that you didn't give up,
Yes,
and every day you get up
Oh, yes.
and you do it all over again, that in itself is a testimony of who you are. Thank you so very much for doing it. Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for not staying in that. We call that place of comfortability. We call it Egypt.
Okay.
Thank you for not staying in Egypt.
Okay.
Thank you for getting the mindset of Egypt out of you, because there's no way you could come and do what you're doing if you were still
No way.
bound.
No way. I look back and I still see some, like a lot of my friends
Oh,
and
yes.
family, like, and it's just, I feel bad for them because you really like got to get out, get out of the situation, like get yourself from out of the period.
Yeah.
Like, just to better yourself.
And it's good for the
because you
homies to
can't better
see
yourself.
you
Right.
Yeah.
because they're watching,
Yeah.
whether you think they're or not.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then it makes them say, okay, you know what? He did it knowing
Yes.
when you at the lowest of
Yes.
low.
Right.
And it's good. I'm so glad that you evolved and you're leading the way and you're going to inspire that next
I can see
homie.
some people
Oh, no, for
changing.
sure.
I can
No,
see
just
some people
because you
changing.
did it. Oh, no,
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So what is next for Pom Pom?
On this album, dropping this album, and
Right.
just keep grinding.
What's the date for that?
I don't really
Not
have
yet?
a date yet because
Okay.
I had a
TBA.
date and passed up.
Okay.
I guess you can't rush perfection.
Oh, no. I know.
love
Look,
it.
look, Pom Pom.
love it. I
Look,
wanna
look.
make sure
Catherine,
it's
come
right.
get Pom Pom. Okay? He done got here to Dr. Tongie show and was like, look, lady, you keep pressing me about
I
my
wanna make
project.
sure it's-
Greatness
But
takes
I
time.
love that. That is
Yeah.
so honest, you know? Absolutely.
But
So,
I-
I mean,
I'll be
more
keeping,
than 2020, you think? I'm just
oh,
saying,
mhm.
getting like, okay.
Wow.
I've
That'll
been
be a-
keeping up. On my Instagram is Pom Pom Real Music. So I followed you on Instagram.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
I've been
Thank you
keeping-
so very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's an honor. It truly is an honor. Anything that you would say to that little boy that's listening.
Mm-hmm.
He's listening right now and you know, he's saying, I want to do it and I write,
Yeah.
but I don't have anyone to encourage me. I don't have anyone to say, hey man, you're doing a good job. Or, hey, let me hear your flow.
Or people telling you
Yeah.
whack, you're not going to make it. You know what
Right.
that's like, too.
Absolutely.
A lot of our children,
Don't
I mean,
listen
do
to it.
something else.
Come
yeah.
on, absolutely.
What do you have to say
Yeah,
to
what do you
him
say?
or her?
Or her. Thank you.
If it's really for you, like just keep pushing. I mean, don't care what nobody say about you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep reading, study the best. When you writing, know what you mean. What you writing, and basically like really like mean what you writing. Like make sure that's because words are very powerful. You know, so they're very very powerful.
Yes,
So
they
that's
are.
why I write to help. You know, that's all I
Yeah.
want to do is help. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So just tell people where I come from and to try to get them to get where I'm at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm so
I
glad
love
to
all I
see
want to
Pom
do
Pom.
is spread love and show people how to grind.
You're doing it.
Southern comfort.
I
I
know,
know
right?
Miss Cat. I'm going to go hang out with Catherine because she knows. She need to scoop you up on Facebook.
Oh,
You
my
know what I mean?
gosh.
But just that genuine comfort is
Yes.
what's the most attractive. And I'm so glad you told any creatives listening to study.
Yeah,
A lot of
study,
times
you gotta
people think,
study.
you know,
You
with
gotta-
us, everybody think they
I
can
di-
just go down here and do
I thought it was so easy. Trust me, I didn't know until
Exactly.
I got with
No, you gotta
Catherine
go
and she
back.
like kept.
Catherine,
"Listen,
I
you gotta
told
do
y'all.
this.
Uh-huh,
You got to
uh-huh.
do that. You got to practice your stage presence. You got to know how to give it to them. because your energy got to be right too. It's about your
Yep.
energy. You
And
gotta have
study
that
the craft.
energy.
There's only X amount of people that soar. But if you go back and study, whether it's a business, artist you aspire to be, there are common denominators, things that won't ever change. Forget where technology's taking us, but
Yeah.
your basics, like you said, stage presence, mic technique, just the basic
And
things.
you feel on your
Yep.
music. Because I was rushing at first. I was like, no, this sound good. She's like, no, I'm telling you, it don't sound good. And then now, like, it's way better. Like, I'm way better.
Catherine
when
is the manager. That's who I'm going. That's who I'm going to
Absolutely.
reach out to next time.
Absolutely.
Catherine. That's what. Just give it up for Catherine. Come on, Pom Pom. I'm serious. I'm so. Yes, Pom Pom. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you've encouraged the person, and you're living your best life,
Yeah.
and you're here to stay.
Yes,
And you're
ma'am. I'm not going nowhere.
You're not going nowhere.
Nowhere.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A little cute country
I
accent.
know, right?
Southern Comfort. All right, Pom Pom. All right. Okay. Waiting for that project.
Wow.
Waiting for it. 2020 is going to be a big year for you.
Yes, it is.
Big.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Big.
2020, definitely 2020 is going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Perfect. I hear you. Okay. I mean, looking forward to. I'm looking for when you're going to be performing. You'll be really great. You ever heard of an LA Cafe Hotel in Hollywood?
No, I'm going to look into it.
Very intimate live place, but it's certain pockets that are really good when you're starting, but it's a more authentic artistry locations. That's a great, like when Miguel was starting out, he was always in there. It's very intimate, but it's just raw, just great artistry.
I'm definitely
inside
going to be
there.
jumping on everything. Like every opportunity I got, I'm jumping on it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You jump,
Ready or not.
jump, leap, just go, just go.
Fly.
You're doing it, baby. You're doing it.
I love
You're
it.
already
I
doing
love it. I love it.
Wow. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You know, I hate coming down to this particular time of the show where we've got to say goodbye just for a little while. But I am very grateful for everyone that does listen. And I'm grateful for you that tuned in today. Yeah, you that tuned in today. And please join us for the interactive Doing Life Together Mondays at 5 p.m. on Talk to Tongie, which is Facebook Live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Facebook Live. Yep. Just go. Yep. Belong to Dr. Tongie Show on Facebook, and that Talk to Tongie is the best 2 minutes. You might get 3.5. If it's a good week, you're gonna be good to go. But it will uplift you and take you straight through. So look forward to it.
If
Where
you did
start your
join
week.
the show, I told you what my mama said. If you don't have anything loving or kind to say,
Oh no, that wasn't. I was saying. That's
no,
the
I'm
word.
talking
No.
about me.
Oh, you talking about you? I was like, no, I meant like, no, I was
Oh, I
all
know you
good.
meant
I was
that.
like, no, that was the goal.
You did good, Pom Pom. Thank
Oh,
you
man.
so.
Thank
much
y'all so
for
much. I really
joining
appreciate
us.
this. Is
You
big
too,
honor.
man.
This is great.
Please,
Thank
pom
y'all.
pom.
Oh, I love
And then
doing
Catherine, when have all of us going to lunch? Yay!
that. Until next Wednesday,
Yep.
2:00. Join us again here at Dr. Tongie Show.
All right.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Where we do life together.
Together.
Yeah, we do.